Hey everyone. Okay, first off, I'd like to say I know I promised not to do any more videos like this on this channel, but this is a completely different video. I'm not bashing anybody. So PFs, don't worry about it. I'm not attacking Pug in this video. I'm just attacking a business in this video. It's something that happened to me the other day, and I need some advice on it. The other day, I went to Tim Hortons and bought an ice cap. Really, the ice caps are the only thing I like at Tim Hortons. Their coffee sucks. Their teas suck. I've had bad luck with their coffees because their cups leak, their lids are nothing but garbage, and their coffee tastes horrible. And the tea, I had a tea bag fall apart on me before. I went back up to the counter to get a new one. They would not replace it. They basically said, "Oh, I did it. Just try to get a new coffee because they made it wrong," or some BS like that. And that just completely turned me off of tea in general. I have actually not drank a cup of tea since then. That's been about 2 or 3 years ago. So I stick with my McDonald's. I've had nothing but good luck with McDonald's. They're cheaper. This is a large. It's actually bigger than a Tim Hortons large. But anyways, I'm getting off topic. The other day I went to Tim Hortons. The only drinks I do like at Tim Hortons, or sorry, I should say the only drinks I did like at Tim Hortons were the ice caps. The other day I found a human fingernail in my ice cap. Completely turned me off of ice caps. It was a half ice cap. I threw it out right there. Obviously kept the fingernail. I took a picture of it. I'm just wondering, what should I do next? I have never really had a health concern like this before. I've never found anything like this before in a drink or in food or in a food product from any sort of restaurant before. I know lately there's been a few things going on with canned goods, but this is completely different. This is hygienic. This is open food that's being made or open drink that's being made pretty much right in front of you, and something fell in. So obviously someone was biting their nail or they brushed their nail in the lid somehow. It fell in, and I was drinking my ice cap, and this might be a little bit nasty. I tasted the fingernail. It was not fun. It definitely was not fun, and I don't want it to happen again. So I've been going back and forth thinking, okay, should I call Tim Hortons, make a complaint that way? Should I call the Board of Health, make a complaint that way? I'm leaning towards the Board of Health, calling them tomorrow. I've been swamped. That's what really why I haven't been making any videos other than the video over the weekend. But I just been so busy, family issues, family problems, stuff like that have been going on over the last since last week Wednesday, and everything's finally starting to clear up, and everything's slowly starting to get better as of right now. And then this happens. So I have not been able to call anyone about this. Sorry about that. My hair was irritating me. So I haven't been able to call anyone about this or figure out what my next step will be. I kind of posted this on Facebook. Um, I don't like Facebook. Like, only really time I use Facebook is to post something occasionally, once in a blue moon. I'll post a picture, or I'll post something like this and try to get some advice. But I really don't know what my next step should be. Like I said, I'm leaning towards calling the Board of Health. I don't really want to call Tim Hortons because big corporation, they're probably going to try to flush under the rug and say, "Oh, it didn't happen." But I have the receipt on my phone that proves that I was there. The debit receipt is on my bank account information, so it proves I was at Tim Hortons on the day in question, and they can't get out of it. I spent over $20 at the restaurant. I bought two ice caps, two bagels, and two sandwiches. So they can't say I was not there if they rang up those exact items, large ice caps, sandwiches, everything. It would equal what my receipt was, and they should actually still have the receipt on file on their computers. I don't know how long they keep receipts like that, but anyways, they should still have everything on file. So I'll switch hands here. But anyways, I need some advice on what I should do next. Should I call the health department? Should I call Tim Hortons? Like I said, I'm leaning towards contacting the health department and go with it from there. Basically, tell them, "Oh, I found this in my ice cap. This was today. There's definitely something going on at this restaurant, and I'd like an investigation started. See if something like this has happened to somebody else." I mentioned it to a coworker today at work, and she got completely disgusted. And she said, "You're serious? You found that in your ice cap?" I said, "Yeah," and I showed her the picture on my phone. And she said, "Wow, like that's pretty nasty." She was saying if it was a fake fingernail, it wouldn't have been as nasty. I think it would still be nasty because you can take those off and clean them, but still, it was pretty nasty. And I still have the piece of nail at home. Yes, it's a small piece, but still, it's a fingernail. So if anyone has any advice, please leave it in the comment section below. If you've ever found anything foreign, like a foreign object at a Tim Hortons restaurant in your food or in your drink, please let me know. Always try McDonald's coffee. You will enjoy it better than a Tim Hortons coffee. And PFs, this is one thing I will agree with Pug about. Tim Hortons coffee will give you worms in your butt. I'll talk to everyone later. Please keep it redneck like always, and please try and comment.